what's up guys? Welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the newest addition to the HooToo lineup, and I'll have a link to the show notes or in this video for the first TripMate review that I did. It was the Nano, and so look for that here. But this is the new HooToo TripMate Elite, and this is a 4-in-1 great little all-in-one box that is going to do a lot for you. So let's take a quick look at the box, and as you can see, the HooToo TripMate Elite, the model number HTTM04, I'll have that also in the notes. 4-in-1 personal cloud travel router, external battery pack, and a dual USB AC charger. So it does a lot of stuff, so that's pretty darn cool. Let's flip it over. And here you can see the product features. If you want to pause the video and read this real quick, I'll just go over them real quick. Wireless 802 BGN, 150 megabits per second AP router with bridge, 6,000 milliamp charger. It's got an output of 5 volts, 1 amp. You know, and you can read the other stuff there. So let's go ahead and open this up. And once we get this open, we're going to actually do a demonstration of it. So there's the actual router itself. Put that down. Get a nice little travel pouch. Get a USB cable. Some instructions. And that is all that's in the box. So let's dispose of that. And yes, we recycle them. Excuse me. Alright, so here's the actual device itself, so let's go ahead and get it out of the cellophane wrap here. Alright, so got some company branding on top here. This is the outlet prongs, so you can plug this in. This will charge it. Here's your battery levels and power, and it does come pre-charged. So you can click that and you can see exactly where you're at. It's also got internet and LAN indicator lights, so you can tell when you got connectivity going on. Let's flip it over here. There is your output and USB storage. This is a 1 amp, and over here is an output of 1 amp or 2.1 amps. So you're going to do your tablets here, your smartphones here. Here's the input. You can do charging through that if you want. Don't know about data sync. But looking at the cable, I would say that might just be a charge cable. So then you've got actual for wired Ethernet. So you have the RJ45 Ethernet port. You can reset it. Just some ventilation for cooling, and that is all there is to it. So it's kind of glossy, so it is going to show fingerprints, but other than that, let's go ahead and there you can see the TripMate Elite and then the model number on the back side there. So that is all it has. So let's go ahead and pause the video because we want to get in and start doing some demonstrations of this baby and see what all it's got under the hood and what it can do. So we'll be right back, guys. Oh, and let's take a quick look at the pouch. It's a real nice little travel pouch. Fits right in. So you can stash that and put it in your luggage or your carry-on or whatever, and you have a nice little travel pouch for it. So that's a nice touch to have that included. Alright guys, I'm going to pause the video. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. So let's do a quick little walkthrough of what we've got set up here. When we test something, we like to test it out pretty thoroughly and put it through a pretty good test, a little above and beyond. So in this setup, we've got the HooToo setup. This is a MacBook Air, and what we've actually done is, if I can get it to come back on, is we've gone out to the website and the actually HooToo website to download. It's not really in the iOS or Mac store for MacBook Pros. This is just something you can download, an app from the HooToo website, hootoo.com/downloads. The TM04 was not listed for a download, but I got the TM02, which is predecessor of this, and So it works. So we'll go back to this in a minute. Then we've got the HooToo set up, and as you can see on the back side here, the internet light is now green. So what we've done is we've set this up to bridge our current Wi-Fi in the house. So normally if you connect it to this hotspot that this projects, you're not going to get internet because there is no internet built into this. So what it does is once you can get the app installed, you can get into the settings, you can bridge your Wi-Fi network and actually have internet when you're connected to its hotspot. So that's very cool. Also what I've done is I've connected a USB drive to the first port, which is for storage, and it's got some DLNA media on it. Then also I've actually plugged in my iPhone 5S, and we are charging the iPhone 5S. I don't know if you can see the charge right there, so we're doing that as well through the HooToo. Both USB ports, by the way, will this is a 1 amp and a 2.1 amp out. So this should power some of those USB devices that require some kind of power source, so like maybe a you know, like a Western Digital MyBook or whatever those are called, passports or whatever. Should power those, so you can actually plug in good bigger drives and stuff to this that are faster than just these flash drives. So that's that. Then we have a Samsung S4. On this S4 we have downloaded the HooToo. Let me go out. Okay. There's a HooToo app from and it's called HooToo TripMate. There's one in the iOS store and there's one in the Play Store. So let's go ahead and launch it. You can see TripMate. And I can go to my TripMate over here, and then I can already see my folder for my USB drive. So if I just click on that, there's Game of Thrones. And as you can see, if I wanted to, I can come to the very first one. We'll click it. We'll just use that player by default, and this should start streaming Game of Thrones. There we go. To the phone. Turn up the volume a little bit.
May I present Viserys of House.
Okay, so we've got the streaming video going to the Samsung. So let's go ahead and go back to the MacBook Air, and we will launch the app that we installed, and I'll take a quick look at this. Alright, so you've launched the app, and what it does is it does I'm going to try to zoom in here, guys. It does a scan of the network, and it's looking for a HooToo TripMate, and you can see it sees it right here with IP address 10.00.40, and it's called the TM04 model, which is the brand new HooToo. You can log into it because it runs a Samba server, and also, if you're not familiar with Samba, that's like a sharing protocol, file server kind of thing, more popular with Linux. You can actually connect to it and browse the directories just through your browser. And then also you can log into it because it has a website that you can actually configure stuff on. But so let's go ahead. I've actually done my storage and launched another streaming content here. So now we're streaming there and there. And I may have hit pause. There we go. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of lag on the MacBook Air, and now maybe a little bit of lag on the Samsung. Now they're going back in sync. We still got a little pause in here. So the purpose is you can actually stream video. You're supposed to from multiple devices. I've actually done this. Like I said, they're both going pretty good now. Without any issues with two devices. This is the first I've kind of had any kind of hiccups or anything, but so we're actually streaming from two different devices from this USB stick connected to the HooToo here, while actually charging the iPhone. So we're multitasking big time with this thing. So let's go ahead and kill the process here of the streaming. And you can do this with music, you can do this with video, obviously, is what we're doing, and then you also can do pictures, file sharing, all that kind of stuff. I did want to show you the website. If you can log into the website here, and let me go and pull the phone off of the camera here and log in, and I will show you And it runs a regular old, you can set up user accounts, browse the disk, you can change network settings, there's a wizard to help you do some stuff, there's system, services that are running. Let's just look at services real quick. And as you can see, there's the Samba service I mentioned earlier and the DLNA service that allows you to stream DLNA content. So this will act as like a router. You can connect this directly to your modem, your cable modem or whatever. This will hand out IP addresses. So, you know, it's a travel router. And I think I showed you it does have an Ethernet jack, so it can actually take an Ethernet network and project it wirelessly out. So you can do multiple devices, because a lot of time, you know, you're limited to the one device when you have just a wired connection. So this will actually take a wired connection and broadcast it out as a SID that you can connect to with wireless devices. Again, it has the plug so you can charge it, and then as you can see, we are charging the iPhone from the device, so this is also a charger. So very cool content, and I don't know if I mentioned before, available in iOS. You can actually do this on Windows as well. Android, obviously, we've streamed on the Android. So a lot of cool features with the HooToo TripMate. There's a lot of stuff packed into this little box, and for the price, it's really a nice Swiss Army knife tool to have with you when you're traveling. Thus, it's called the TripMate. So anyway, guys, that is a quick review of the HooToo TripMate. And if you like this video, or if you have any other questions, leave them in the show notes, I mean in the comments. You know, some things I haven't done, and I don't know if some people are interested, is maybe hooking up something like, you know, like a USB hub. Hooking this up. Would it see 2, 3, maybe even 4 flash drives? That would be something. Another thing is maybe hooking up a passport to this and seeing if the passport would get powered enough through the USB port on here, just to see if the bigger end USB drives, the 500 gigs, the terabytes, would hook up to this and play with no problems. So anyway, guys, again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Check the show notes for a place to purchase the HooToo TripMate. This is the version 4 of it. This is the brand new version just released. And again, if you like the video, thumbs up and the subscription to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.